Hello, future viewers. We are coming to what I hope is the end of Book 1. Well, I guess we'll see how well I handle this new boss. It does have one trick that Dark Dragon does not, and we'll kind of go over that when we get there. So, Luke has the Sword of Hajia, and we need to trade it over to Nick. Aside from that, we have a whole bunch of melee enemies that are nothing too much to worry about, and this guy. Waldal, he has Major Demon Breath, so the large area of effect, more damage version. We also have Evil Bishops that will try to run forward and heal things. This is a respawn point. An unlimited number of Evil Bishops will come out of here, so we will need someone back here to take care of that. It doesn't look like we can just walk through here, which is a bit of a problem because Waldal is mobile. That is very unusual for a Shining Force final boss. And we'll just have to deal with that. Now, I do like this music, but I was expecting something a little different from the final map of... Well, okay, not the game exactly, but the last map of the book. I mean, in the Game Gear version, this was the final map of the game. Even though they obviously plan to have a sequel of some sort. So, I need to be fairly careful about my formation when I get close to there, because Waldal is pretty good about attacking as many of our characters as possible. In fairly typical Shining Force style, on the last map, or sometimes the second to last map, enemies will give lots of experience pretty much no matter how high your level is. So if you really want to grind up to max level, this is the place to do it. Let's see, how much do you have left? 11? Okay, we'll give that to one of the mages so that they have something to do. Right, don't forget to do this. And also, it's important to actually equip it. So, since Waldal doesn't move until I advance, I think it's a good idea to just hang back a little and let these guys come to me. Oh, that's really bad luck. It's pretty rare for that thing to... well, okay, it's not that rare. And I did gain the level anyway, so I guess I won't complain too much. Freeze 3. Okay. Still, I think 4 levels to go before she gets the attack buff spell, so I'm not gonna bet on that happening. Let's see, does she have the strength to deal any damage to these guys? Kind of. More than 1 damage, so still better than usual for a priest in this game. And Yisha is not going to get that kill. At least not without extraordinary luck, and I'm not gonna risk too much on that. Ooh, an exact kill. So it's a good thing I did that attack test, huh? Okay, well, let's stick with that plan of mine. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem when a more boring strategy is the best one. Oh well. Let's take a look at Luke. Well, gladiators have always kind of been palette swaps of each other. But Luke in particular, I believe we have said before, has very good attack power, although a bit less defense than Roos. That's fine, though. The more important part is he also has less health than Roos, and that's going to be important pretty soon. Alright, so it looks like we won't be able to lure all of them out. There are a few that are grouping up near the throne. But we'll do what we can. Now, we've already encountered bosses that have double turns, but I don't think this one does. Or if it does, it probably goes by the same method that the previous ones do, which is use the magical area of effect thing once, and then attack the other time. Come on, you guys. I know you want to run up and attack me. By the way, this is a very unusual occasion. And that occasion being that you have 13 controllable people in the Force. There are some occasions where you have an extra guest character in the party, but having all of them be controllable, ooh. I cannot think of any other time off the top of my head where that is the case. Though I'm not super knowledgeable about the more obscure games like Final Conflict, so maybe something like that happens there. Well, let's try out that Freeze 3. I remember it dealing upwards of 15 damage sometimes. Yep, I was correct. But man, that kind of shows the sad state of mages in this game. In fact, I think these are the worst mages in Shining Force. Period. Yeah, because their spells can be used a very limited number of times and they deal less damage than any of the other characters that are supposed to attack things. Now, with these kinds of results, you might wonder, why am I bothering to lure and kill these guys when they deal hardly any damage to me anyway? That's kind of a good question. I guess it's just because I don't want these enemies to get in the way. Anyway, I want to be very spread out for this. Oh, he's not moving yet. That's good news for me. That's gonna give me some time to move forward and do stuff. That actually seems a little risky. But those two, at worst, one of them is gonna move forward and attack Stalk, and I think I can take that. Alright, that's fine. I have no problem with that. The thing is, it would be a little bit scary if Stalk got attacked and then Waldahl moved forward and did his thing. But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Well, we need to get that Sentinel out of the way. So let's try out our new sword. Yep, it's a Shining Force lightsaber. That's how you know it's the final hero weapon of the game. Yep, there we go. Oh, a normal attack? That's way too many frames. And also, that's gonna be pretty convenient for us. So after dealing with the Sentinel, I want to hit the Bishop next, of course. Oh. Well, that's a little disappointing. That's probably the tankiest non-boss in this game. So I give it more or less even chances on whether or not I can move before the evil bishop heals that Sentinel. But it looks like I won. So I can't actually hurt Waldahl yet. And that is the big problem. Yep. So my aura doesn't heal enough to counter that. Fortunately, I have some healing rains stocked up. And I should also use that power ring now. Ah, that's a shame. I was hoping to use it on more than one character for this fight. Right, this is not a good time to be stingy with healing. Especially for a Berserker who is, well... I don't want to waste that Power Ring buff. That's a shame, as well. Oh ho! Yeah, he just attacked the the toughest character in our entire force. So, as final bosses go, Waldahl is... I'd say it's tougher than Dark Dragon just because of the mobility thing. Should I group up for Aura? I'm actually not sure that's a great idea. Because I think Healing Rain is the correct move here. So... Oh, did I forget to give the White Ring to Nick? Oh my. That was not wise. So, I know that I gave Healing Rains to a couple of people. Oh, okay, I guess I bought fewer of those than I thought. So next time Roos moves, he can use one. I don't want Nick to do that, though. And the reason is... the way to make Waldahl damageable is to hit him with the Sword of Haja. Yep, we got an important story moment right here. I wonder if the translation was changed so that it was actually, I don't know, blood or something that came out and poisoned his arm. I've seen a couple of guides that say that only Nick can damage that boss ever, but that's not true. Right, so it's important to remember that now that I have Freeze 3, it can go that far. So she was able to act as an archer for a turn, which is better than usual. Oh. Okay. Well, that's better than targeting Nick with it. So I don't want to take up one of the spots used to attack Waldahl. And that was also one of my healing rains right there. let me think. So Nick has to go first. And Aura's not gonna do it, so I have to use heal 3. Alright, let's use that power ring. Right, this is gonna be a little tense because Major Demon Breath is not easy to outrace. Okay, sure. No, wait, no. Luke needs to go up and deal with the bishop reinforcements. It's weird that healing is situationally better than Cray punching something, because Cray sure knows how to punch the things. But sometimes when the boss actually applies stress, you can get situations like that. Okay, so I was correct about the boss's behavior. As long as it's not a crit. But still, a magic crit could finish Nick, and, well, obviously bad. And I don't really have a good spell to target Waldoll with Yisha, so that's kind of a shame. Alright, so that confirms the double move. So I have roughly one player turn to finish Waldoll off. It's a little bit iffy. Man, I could have used that attack power just a second ago. Ah, no more freeze 3. Yep. Resist magic, alright. Oh, okay, that crit could actually make an important difference. In fact, so could that counterattack. So, here's a weird thing. If that counterattack defeated Claude, it would actually be better for me, because then I could have someone else move in and attack in that melee space. I have encountered that kind of problem in more than one game. Alright, I think I can pull through. In retrospect, maybe using Heal 3 on Nick would have been a better idea. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, I'm gonna play it a little safe. Use the Healing Rain, and not needlessly risk the death of Nick. Too bad there's no animation for this. But thank you, Mr. Merchant. I don't know how you got your hands on that thing, but it's pretty great. Maybe I should have given that to someone else. Oh well. Let's get to punching. My timing worked out pretty okay. Turns out I didn't need to use that Healing Rain, but you never know. Or maybe I did. I thought that Gian would be able to finish it off, but you know what? It's okay. So, knowing about that respawn point can prevent a whole lot of trouble. I don't have to tell you what happens if they can get heals off on the final boss. Well, I guess that's that. Ow! Ow! That's not the usual last words of a final boss, but I approve. Yeah. Ow, followed by Angrish. I want more bosses to go out like that. Instead of that whole, you may have beaten me, but blah blah blah, even though it's the very end of the game. You don't say! Oh. I mean, you should be proud of your kid, Luke. He turned out to be a great gladiator. He was really the backbone of the Force for pretty much the entire game. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's no ordinary poison. So that is a big problem because Nick is the only person who can use the Sword of Hagia, and apparently that sword is instrumental for beating a bigger bad guy? Are you sure about that? You know what happened last time, right? I'm not sure there's another batch of, protégés of our current Shining Force to follow up if our brilliant plan doesn't work. But we'll find out the details with the start of Book 2, I guess.
With the alliance of Guardiana and Cyprus, they succeeded in waking Queen Anri. With her waking, peace was once again restored to Guardiana and Cyprus. But as long as the right arm of the prince remains as stone, no one can escape from the shadow of the evil Eon Empire.
Huh, I thought it was pronounced Iom. Live and learn. The Another Story. They could have just used the word Gaiden. Pretty much everyone knows what that word means at this point. So, Game Gear original staff, huh? I imagine making this game was pretty risky, considering that the model we're talking about had not really been done a lot, as I mentioned before. But I guess they could depend on Shining Force to work pretty well. Though, given what I've read about the internal company problems regarding Sega and the Shining Force team, maybe they didn't feel as confident as you or I would about something like that. It clearly worked out since we did get the sequel as well as Shining Force CD. But I imagine there were some heated discussions about this on more than one occasion. Of course, only the people directly involved would know for sure. Also, I've been informed that there is a remake coming out for Saga Frontier. And that is big news for me, because I am a big fan of the parts of the original Saga Frontier that were completed. That's a story in itself. What they intended was a game with 8 separate stories and a sort of a hub world through which they would all be told. What we got were more like, I don't know, 4 or 5 complete stories, 2 half stories, and 1 basically not story. And some places that were supposed to be important to the plot were kind of left in the game, but all of the story triggers and stuff were kind of abandoned. So, if they actually create the game as it was meant to be, I would love to see that, because the parts that were completed, I enjoyed a lot. Anyway, enough of that off-topic stuff. We're gonna take a break between Book 1 and 2 and play something that I think you guys will enjoy. Until then, well, see you later.